And
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Wednesday, August 27th. The Packaging Today show where we talk about packaging.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we talk about so much packaging.
Oh, yeah. We got Cory Connors. Cory, the Caveman Connors, coming at you. He's host of Sustainable Packaging Podcast, which you can hear all over the world.
Everywhere.
Good morning.
Syndicated. Sponsored. Brought to you by.
Then you've got Adam, the pale man pink. Peak.
Every time I turn on, the lighting adjusts. I'm just like, eh.
He's host of People of Packaging Podcast and the renowned label king of Utah, St. George
of Utah.
St. George, Utah.
Yeah, it's give me just 1 second here to there we go.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
yeah,
much better. Much better. You look so lifelike now.
Thank you.
I dig it.
I've made
What's up, Clayton? How's it going? We got Clayton joining us. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching with, and who you should recommend to watch this show about packaging. So you'll learn all about packaging. Today is going to be Can We Solve It? Where you ask us questions, and if we don't answer it, you get a shirt. Much better, much more old-timey.
We also need to introduce Mr. Evelio Matos, the host of Packaging Unboxed.
That's right. You got me, Evelio Matos.
Packaging designer.
That's right.
On the crew.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Still has most of his toes.
I'm working on getting one back. Yeah, man. So, all right. So what do we got going on today? We're going to talk about some new things happening. I see that India has set a floor for pricing on paper packaging. And then I see they just got hit with a 50% tariff, maybe because of that. Who knows? But what else is going on this week? What's going on, Adam?
I would love to talk about ordering this deck of cards. It's all King of Hearts and
man,
contact information on the back.
That's pretty brilliant.
How are you supposed to play with that?
It's a trick.
Worst game ever.
Seriously.
Hey, pick a card, any card. Hey, is this your card? Hey-o.
What's that mean? Do you have any kings?
Hey, oh yeah, go fish.
Oh man, that's my favorite when I go to Vegas.
Bet on Uno. You can go to Vegas and play Uno and gamble.
I would like.
Really?
To. Can you imagine losing?
Dude, I am there.
Somebody hits you with the reverse pick 4. You're like, I'm broke now forever.
Because
we've really been enjoying Uno Flip. Have you seen that one? It's a newer version of it where you can flip the cards over, and there's another deck on the back. It's really cool.
Guys, I can't figure out my lighting. But yes, Flip is flipping awesome.
No, I just saw somebody launched an app.
Whoa.
That you can roll a dice on the app, and then it tells you which card to move. So pretty smart. Not packaging related, not even Uno related, but it takes a game that already exists and makes it more interesting. So get out there and launch some cool stuff.
So if you're listening, we need a question today. We need a Can We Solve It? Brought to you by SmartSolve.
Yeah.
Soluble packaging means it dissolves in water. They got some pretty cool stuff. Before we get to that segment, though, there's some stuff going on in the news. One,
I want to talk about India. We talk about India.
Price fixing makes me nervous. Yeah.
Before India, Patron.
I want to talk about chicken 65 and chicken tikka masala.
Oh yeah.
I don't say that like I'm not from it. You know what's my favorite is on an Indian train ride I once took. It's like a 5-hour train ride. And there's people selling stuff, and they just walk up and down the train, and they're just like, biryani, 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 zoop, 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 very good, zoop, zoop, zoop.
Very good.
Cafe tea, cafe, cafe, cafe tea,
Chicken.
cafe, cafe, cafe tea.
Reminds me of
If you're
Tijuana.
in India, you know what I'm talking about. Biryani, biryani, biryani. I'm just trying to sleep. Train.
All right. So then
Coffee, tea, coffee,
Pack-
tea, coffee.
So India's packaging
Yeah, let's talk about India.
pricing.
Adam's had too much coffee today.
He's had. He lives in Utah. He doesn't drink coffee.
Oh yeah, just beer in the morning. No, that's different.
No, they have
High octane sodas.
Yeah, they drink some kind of something over there. All right, man. So what do we got? We got this.
Latest.
So all right. So tell me, Cory, about this price fixing.
I don't know. You said that they're in India. They're setting a floor to costs or sell pricing. That kind of thing is very dangerous for an economy.
How so?
Well, I think there's a lot of behind the scenes manipulation, and there's a lot of, hey, if you do this, we'll do that kind of thing, and it can be very can cause serious damage to an economy.
So it's the floor, right? They're saying we can't drop below this price. Is that?
Yeah, essentially. So how is that bad for us?
Is that because there's not enough demand?
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking up this article again because I lost.
Yeah, that's all right.
So here would be why you would set a price floor is because you're trying, if there's too much fluctuation in a commodity market, potentially, you want to give somebody who's making that and selling, the glue and the materials and all that, you want to give a little bit of stability to the market. So you say like, okay, we're going to set a floor at X dollars per ton. And then that's going to give us a little bit of help to be able to invest and predict a little bit of the future. I think the ceiling, if you price fix a ceiling, that sounds like a terrible idea. The floor, though, on the flip side of that, would maybe hurt some innovation, because if somebody now has the ability to, get some new equipment and really scale up and drive the cost down, they're stuck. Like it can throttle back that type of innovation then, right? Because they had an advantage to move, but now they don't really have it because everybody can just be at the bottom if they want to. So
the race to zero.
Basically, I'm neutral on this, and I would love for you guys to fight about it.
Yeah, I wish I could fight about it, but I just can't.
Evelio, tell me why you love price fixing.
Well, let me tell you. It's yeah, man. I think you should have the ability.
I never know
the ability to cost out raw materials the way that they're set up. You should be able to give customers an honest price that's going to give you, as a company, like,
doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, well, here's the thing, because I'm thinking about it, and I'm kind of both. I'm leaning both ways.
Right? That's rare for you.
As a competitor, I would, if I can make a sale and it's going to cost me a little bit of margin, then why not? As long as I can get in and maybe continue to support that customer. On the flip side, if it's a competitor, then yeah, I want them to have a floor. Floor for thee, not for me.
Oh, that's
how I look at it.
Do as I say, not as I do.
That's right. Yeah, that's kind of where I fall. No, but I think we had a good question from Clayton this morning that came across just through LinkedIn, which was,
by the way, everyone go follow Clayton and his cool new series where he's going through some just like old packaging books. And
I think that's brilliant.
I think it's amazing. I'm going to send you one, Clayton, that I grabbed at Michigan State. It's called World Pack 2002. It's a pretty cool old book. So once your shirt comes in, I'll send it out.
You're supposed to return those to the library, Adam.
No, they said because I am packaging royalty, according to Camille Torchism. I got Camille's.
She was there.
Blessing.
Jeez.
She was, but we didn't get to see each other.
Oh man.
Wah, wah. Sorry, Camille. You're the best, though.
So, real quick before we get into can we solve it, Clayton asked if he could break down what to watch out for when you're choosing a packaging supplier. So,
yeah,
let's talk about different types of packaging and different types of suppliers, right? Like,
yes.
Who would be the first? What are some red flags when you're talking to a supplier?
My biggest red flag when because I've bought a lot of packaging in my career. That's how I got into it, was in supply chain through purchasing. My biggest red flag is when somebody can't speak positively about their competitor.
Right.
If every word out of a sales rep's mouth is about how great their company is, I inherently distrust them, because that means that they're not thinking critically about my business. They're probably not going to be a trusted advisor. They're not going to tell me, hey, we're not the right fit for you on this project. You might want to go talk to them. So I wanted to be surrounded by problem solvers, not salespeople. And a problem solver is going to say, hey, we're really not for everybody. And when we're not, I'm going to refer you to these companies that are my competitors. And that's fine, because I want you to be taken care of. So I like that in a supplier. I also want somebody who is well educated on the things that impacted my business. So in this case,
Right.
I would say EPR and tariffs are massive. If they can't speak confidently to that, then they're maybe not going to be the best. That particular person, the company might be great, but if you work with the sales rep day in and day out, or the customer service person day in, day out, be around people that you can not only buy stuff from, but you can also reach out to when you have questions about things that they don't buy. Or if you want to buy labels, you should send an email to a peek at the label
at bumperlabels.net.
We're the best, is what I've heard from other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone else is terrible, right, Adam?
Yeah, there's really no other in the US, if you think about it, other than us. So just send all of your purchase orders to a peek at labelking.com, which is a complete sentence, by the way.
What, Cory, what are your thoughts on suppliers? Like, what's a red flag to look out for?
A red flag for me is when somebody won't stop talking, and they won't listen. They won't listen to your problem. You are coming to them with a problem. Your problem is you don't have packaging. You don't know what kind of packaging to use. You don't know which direction to go, and they're not listening. They are just focusing on their sales deck. They want to show you, hey, we have 45 locations. We can do the, it's, they will not stop just telling you all of their, features and advantages and benefits, like their sales manager told them to say. Make sure you get all this information into their brains. Well, they're not the customer doesn't want to hear about that. The customer wants to hear about how you can solve their problems.
We've got
and how you can partner with them.
We've got 2 locations. We're independently owned and ready. Yeah, I totally go. I know I'm being tongue in cheek here, but that is the worst. It's just the worst.
So many times in my career, I've mentored rookie salespeople and had to watch them in their first few sales meetings and see how they would just talk and not listen. And so that's always my advice to them. Oftentimes, actually, they would come out of a sales meeting with me where I was leading the call, and they would say, "You barely said anything." And I said, "Yeah, I don't need to. The customer is going to tell you exactly what they want. You just have to be a good listener." And then the most important thing is follow up on what you say you're going to do it. And that's my other red flag, is if they say they're going to do something and they don't, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's a good point from Hugh. Yep. Come to them with a solution that they didn't know they needed, and then just make sure you do your homework and know what you're talking about, so that when you show up, you're not asking basic, like, what do you guys do?
Right.
Where?
Tell me about your packaging spend. It's like,
come here often.
Yeah.
Like that. Don't say that.
Yeah, there was a time when I was working at WS Packaging where I showed up to a meeting and I had rendered a 3D shrink sleeve onto a bottle. They didn't even use shrink sleeves. They had a couple of labels, and my first meeting, and I just walked in. I was like, "Hey, just so you know, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted you to see this." And I opened up an AR. It was a QR code. It augmented reality onto the table. You could see it on his phone. He's like, "This is incredible." It's like, we're not really prepared for shrink sleeves, but I love that this was your first meeting and you came to me with something that I had never really thought about. And we ended up running their labels for them. And the reason was, and he told me, was because of what Hugh said, right? Like you bring me things that I don't even know about. So
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way that you build a partnership, is through trust and through sharing and not selling, right? You're not, yes.
You're servicing, you're providing service.
It's not salesperson, salesman, saleswoman title.
Mhm.
But if you're knocking and you're selling, then that's the first red flag. That's the problem, right? If you're getting emails that says, "Hey, are you," or "Hey, I noticed your business is whatever," and that's the email. Like, that's an immediate red flag. Junk mail, spam it, send it.
Yeah.
I remember going to a CFO. This was like, I don't know, like 15, 20 years ago when I was just a baby. And I'm like, "Hey, I got this letter in the mail from like this finance company that could do this, this, and this with like my, help me out with my personal finances. Like, what do you think?" And he's like, "Did you ask them to send that to you?" I'm like, "No, they just sent it." He was like, "All right, first thing, if anybody's reaching out to you through the mail, through an email, through a cold call, don't take it." Right? He's like, "You're not asking for it. They're looking for business. They're going to tell you whatever they're going to tell you just to get you, just to hook you." He's like, the way that you bring someone on is if they do, if you meet them in like a networking event, or you meet them in person, or it's not a hard sell. It's like, "Hey, we do this. If you're interested, let us know," and kind of like give you the opportunity to make that decision one way or another, what you're going to do next.
Can we do an
But I feel
episode
like-
about cold calling? Because I'm actually really passionate about, because you as salespeople, like when you say, when you hear like never answer a cold call,
Yeah.
it's like, well, then how else do I talk to somebody? So I think we should totally do an episode on that, because
That'd be awesome. Like a role play or something. Yeah.
not only that, but just like, how do you reach out and what makes sense and what doesn't make sense? Because
What's a legitimate way? Evelio's right, but so is Adam. That's the problem. You need to be able to, be receptive to new ideas.
There's different types of cold calls.
Right.
There's the cold call where it's like high pressure and they don't want to stop talking and they just want to push you. That's different than someone calling saying, talking about your business and maybe, in a smart way. Here's what we just did for brand X, which may be a competitor. Or here's what we're doing in the industry. And it's an engaging conversation, but it's a cold call. "Hey, Adam, I see you do labels. I sell these presses. I'd love to come in and show you my 5 presses and show you all about everything else." It's like just about them. It's like,
I mean, honestly, if they're going to buy me lunch, I'm in.
Oh, dude, I do not. I say no to lunches. I say no to all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. Real quick though, the best way, I think, is to reach out to somebody offering to connect with a really cool solution that's not what you sell. So if you see like, I don't know, dry molded fiber, and you're like, "Hey, we don't know each other. I saw this solution at Pack Expo. It looked really cool for what you guys do. I'd love to, can I connect you up with the person? No big deal if not." Now you're just adding value and you don't have anything to sell. That's the whole, Joshua, we should totally do this, because the whole premise is like, make deposits and add value. That's what you should. Am I adding value to this person, or am I extracting from them? That's the whole mindset behind it. And extraction is, can we sit down? Can I take some time? Can I give you a sales pitch?
Me. Right.
Yeah. We should definitely do an episode on cold calling. I know for me, I've had just this week, which has been like 2 days, conversation with a customer where they're like, "Hey, we want to create something around this." And it's like, I would love to sell you that, because I'm in the middle of a remodel. I would love to sell you this because I can pay for that remodel, but that's probably not the best. That's probably not the best solution for you. Like, you should probably be looking at this, and this. And those are things that I can't support you with, but I could send you, I think you could talk to these people. Because like showing them something that just because you can sell it and it's not the best solution for that customer, they're not necessarily going to grow. It's not going to be beneficial for their business. And then it's not going to be beneficial for yours. They're not going to come back when, "Oh, hey, Adam's the guy that sold me this thing. that's still sitting there. We still have inventory. We didn't move through. It didn't work. Blah blah blah. And they didn't offer me any other solution. So sometimes your solution isn't the best solution, and you just have to focus on what is best for the customer. Speaking about
Can
we got Lisette watching all the way from Peru.
Oh, good
Buenos
morning
dias.
or good afternoon.
Lisette, ¿cómo está? All right, we are gonna do. What are we gonna do? What's the show
We
called?
need a question.
What's the show called?
Well,
Can we solve it?
Yeah, we can.
Can we solve it? The game show where you, the audience, asks us questions about packaging. And if we can't solve it, you get a shirt. It's brought to you by SmartSolve. SmartSolve is water-soluble packaging. Tell me something cool about SmartSolve, Adam, while we wait for a question.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing that I heard about it, and I've mentioned this before, but they are pretty heavily involved in feminine care. And when they when
Such
Ashley
an
brought
elegant
this up,
solution for that. Yeah.
and she's like, you typically don't have a way to dispose of your trash in the bathroom, public bathroom, or at your house, and so this is a way to just
You do have a place to dispose of the trash.
well,
You
in
don't
the trash can, it might not be in the stall. You have to so you can. To me, like those types of applications are pretty remarkable. Or for like, I know they're working on some flexible film options with, I think it's called Pure Nil, to take as like single use, where if you're out camping, it just dissolves into, there's no microplastics, right? It dissolves into cellulose. And so if it does end up in the atmosphere, it's pretty cool. Cory, you're so ridiculous with your referral link on StreamYard. One of these days, someone's gonna sign up. That's new to streaming or looking to level up. That's Cory's question. No.
Okay.
Next question.
Solved
What
it.
if we're not getting questions for can we solve it? What if we ask a question and then the first person to answer it? Oh, what happened? We're not seeing Chris's comments?
No, we're not seeing Chris's comments. If I go to the actual show, I can see your comments, but I don't see them popping up over here.
Chris,
we miss you, Chris Olsen. Go follow Chris Olsen. She has some good stuff.
She's awesome.
But maybe we ask a question and the first person to answer it.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a neat twist. Can you solve it? More like
that. What's your question?
I just had the idea.
You got 6 minutes. All right. Well, we wait for you guys to figure that out. What are bioplastics plastics?
Yes.
That's a great question.
I saw some comments on your screen, but not on my sidebar. That's what you said. That's not a
We
question.
got a StreamYard issue here.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's because more people need to be on StreamYard.
All right, Clayton's going to challenge us because he...
Yeah, why don't we do both? Because Clayton already has a shirt coming. So if you haven't gotten a Packaging Today shirt...
What's a label question?
Yeah.
I was going to say, when is the grand opening of Label King? But I think I've done pretty well promoting that.
Why aren't more labels
consider packaging?
But cut.
Let me tell you.
Like cut right next to each other. Why isn't that more often? Is it hard to do?
Are you talking about on the liner?
Yes. When they always they cut a frame around each label most often. And I've always wondered, why don't they just cut them right next to each other so there's no waste of material?
Oftentimes that's because of the speed of the label applicator. There's no gap there.
Not in production.
Correct. Yeah, you can butt cut in production. It's not. It's actually called butt cut.
That's
a real thing.
It's a butt
cut. It's not just a haircut.
Yeah, it's a butt cut. Thank you, Ava. Yes, you can do that. It's actually pretty helpful. The issue is a couple of things. Number one, those rounded corners are nice because
just rolls.
the application can move a little bit.
Yep.
So when you have the rounded corners, it doesn't look as wonky. Whereas if it's just a butt cut, it's a butt cut. And if you butt cut on the butt cut.
Second follow-up question. The matrix that comes off of it, that label material, and then the backers. You had mentioned that is potentially going to be recycled.
Not the matrix typically, but the liner can be recycled. So PET,
even with the silicone.
Correct.
Okay.
There's a ton of applications for it. There's actually an entire organization dedicated to liner recycling because it's clean and it's predictable. So there's no waste. It's industrial waste. It's clear. And once we were able to figure out the silicone issue, it became a very viable thing. And so it is out there. We're actually working on semi-gloss, craft liner recycling as well. It's a big part of the waste problem with labels. And so there's a lot of work going into it.
All right, dude. For some reason, we're not getting Clayton's question showing up here, but I'm going to ask it anyway. In plastics packaging molding, what process does BFS stand for? Hint. This is how they manufacture the one-piece Kool-Aid bottles with the molded on twist-off tops.
Oh, I know. Those things are great. I mean, this
plastics packaging molding. What process does BFS
extruded forming?
B as in boy?
Yes.
Blow molding, blow form.
P.
Blow,
BFS.
Blow
Bravo, Foxtrot.
Swiss
cheese.
We'll go with that.
No, all right, BFS. I think you're on track there with the blowing.
It's
part.
Blow molded.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's form.
Suck.
That's not injection molded because it's too soft.
Yeah.
F could be like form.
Form.
I feel like
what is
blow
S?
Form. Saturday. You have to do it on Saturday.
Simpson, Slippy, Slappy, Samsonite?
It stands for Spec-Right.
Swanson, Spec-Right.
Blow form, Spec-Right.
Smart solve.
We do not have a smart solution for this one.
No, Clay.
I think we're close. I think we're on the trail. But I think
send him another shirt.
How about
is it like a blow?
Is somebody answering the question in the comments?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. But like you're filling it, right? So you're blowing it and you're filling it with air, and then you're like closing it off, right? So like you're sealing it.
Seal. Blow form seal, maybe. Yeah.
Close.
Well, I gotta go. I got another meeting, but this has been
more important
wonderful.
than this. What are you talking about? All right, so give us the answer, Clayton. We got to know what this stands for. And see, blow fill seal. Since
we solved it. Let's go.
No shirt for nobody. Awesome. This is the only show you can watch to learn about packaging terminology. And Clayton, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that, because you always have some good questions. Do us a favor, go check out smartsolve.com. I think they do labels too, but
they do.
They do some cool labels. So